Hello everybody, and welcome once again to another edition of Inside the Headset. It's week 10, game 10, and I'm with the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors. Coach, you played the Cookeville Cavaliers last Friday night, picked up a W. Talk a little bit about that game.
Well, I was sort of surprised at how we played, and that's on a good note. I thought we did some things well. Obviously, we had some things we needed to do better.
Yes, sir.
And, how far along we've come along, we'll probably gauge this week because we got a really good opponent coming up. A district opponent. Obviously, it's a big game for Riverdale. And but any win's good, and we're glad to get that.
Injury-wise, how are you?
Well, we got one kid back last week, and some of the kids that we've lost, we're not going to get back, and we're trying to make those adjustments and get up to speed. And I think we're getting a little closer to probably as forcible a team as we're going to be at this point. So, again, I want to see us play, competition that we need to play, and we're going to have to play, and we've got one game left to do that. So we'll sort of kind of find out.
That one game left will be Friday night. You'll load up the Warriors and head over to Oakland High School. And what's it going to take to beat the Patriots?
Well, the same thing it does in all 7 AAA games. You're going to have to win some battles up front, or at least stalemate it and win your share of those battles, and you're going to have to take care of the football. Offensively, you're going to have to move the chains some and be balanced, and defensively, you got to keep them out of the end zone as much as possible. And it's, I think the thing that both teams would like to see is probably a lower scoring game.
Yeah. Well, on the front, is there any just offensive or defensive weapons that you like on Coach McDaniel's team that you've seen him progress throughout the season? Any guys you'd like to mention?
No, they're very athletic. Obviously, it starts with a quarterback who I think was banged up a little bit a couple of weeks ago, but I'm sure he's back healthy at this point. And he's also a great defensive player. They've got a big running back, a linebacker, they're big and physical. And obviously, they do a good job coaching them there. So, Oakland's one of those teams that's getting better and better, and, they're a team that somebody's going to have to play in the playoffs.
Well, it is the battle of the borough, and there's a lot of things that go between Riverdale and Oakland on that, but really, I don't think that means as much to you. It's just getting the W and talk about that and how important it is, because after this one, and as Tom Krager lines them up and tells us where we're all going to go, and we'll get that early indication, I'm sure, about 12:30 or early on Saturday morning. But how important is this W in the seeding?
Well, it could be very important. I know it is for Oakland. I know if they beat us, then they'll come in second and host a first-round playoff game, and that's awfully big. And I'm sure they're pumping their kids up for that. I'm not sure we're as fortunate to control our own destiny. The Blackman loss and them knocking Brentwood off could have put them in a position to, if we were to win, we still might not win the second. So, but any win's good because this game is a lot between the years, and your kids are going to play a whole lot better and be a whole lot more in tune with things if you do win.
Right. You need to go in winning and start the playoffs off winning.
And then after this week, you don't win, you go home. So any wins are good, and it's a good time to get in the habit of winning. And obviously they know the same things and think the same things. So.
All right, well, let's close it right there. Anything else you'd like to add? This is our last show, Coach, and I just wanted to say I really appreciate you and letting me come over and
appreciate you coming to the store and
giving me the time. It really means a lot.
We appreciate you coming and what you do for 7 AAA. And hopefully we'll show up and it'll be a great football game and a lot of people there, and it'll be hopefully one of those battles to remember.
As they say. All right, everybody join up, and that'll be this Friday night at 7 o'clock over at Patriot Field. The Oakland Patriots and Riverdale Warriors, the battle of the borough. Be there early.